Resets of armor purchase, sees with the utility as well. He's going to have the smoke, flashbang, and HE grenade. I normally say the inside bomb site is most favored. You can get the bomb down almost guaranteed every time. A lot of teams will run a default at start. This is interesting though. The bomb has gone towards Ivy, but simple, like we said, aggressive, confident, looking for that first bit of information.
And getting up to that corner that quickly, Nitro's already pushed at Pop Dog. If there's an opportunity, if they go, if Simple calls it, he's going to be fast on the flank. However, like you said, Bomb not on B, so they can't rely on that just yet. It's over toward Ivy. Elige is the one spotting out in that direction. Confrontation between Zeus and Nitro starts things off. A little bit of damage dealt either way, but so far, not much in terms of activity and kills. Now this is interesting because Elige gets aggressive, wants to find the information. That's actually Flamey gone. Bomb's still out in this position, and he's getting away with this. He's fallen back.
He spotted the bomb as well, so the tactic, it looked like a fake towards inside of the Ivy. Bomb coming in after that. They've actually foiled that now. It's going to be a 5-on-4. Elige, like I said, the CDs have to hunt for information. He pushes, he gets that first kill, takes down Flamey, sees, retreats with the bomb now, and you can see them adjusting back towards inside. As I said, you almost guarantee the plant in this situation, but the CTs have Simple there, watching it like a hawk, and here comes the T's now down that lower ramp.
And Elige is going to push back out at Ivy. He's realized they've rotated over. He's going to make the call. It's Simple, shuts Guardian down. Second shot, looking for it. Bomb, it's still on the ramp. In fact, it's in the hands of the C's who's taking damage. They need to cross it over, but they can't get there, and there it is, dropped again. A good shot, JDM and Nitro. They'll close it out, and Liquid, all five staying alive, take the first pistol.
A nice clean sweep there from Liquid. Hunting, not allowing Navi to work the map. They're getting in their faces. They're not scared. They're not intimidated today. It's Elige stepped up first, funneling them back to the inside side. Simple seems like he's in good form right now. Nails that first shot down the lower ramp, and that's a really, really confident start there for Team Liquid. We'll see if the force spike comes down from Navi. They obviously didn't get the bomb down. Here's that first kill. What a play that was. They're even waiting for him to push there, and he just nails it. We'll see what Navi brings to the table in round number 2. It's not the force fire. It's going to be PT50's one smoke. The objective here, possibly go to inside, smoke down the lower ramp, try and get the bomb down in any sort of way they can. And it's going to be aggressive once again. Liquid, they've got a game plan going into this one, pushing towards Ivy, and then Artero is waiting on the left-hand side as well.
Yeah, this is a scary proposition because if they get caught here, Nitro's left alone. They know they flashed him out, so they're going to check the dumpster. He's spotted only one, so smart smoke with 3 players there. Still takes a dink. Needs to be careful. Those tracers don't give him away. 16 HP, and Elige comes out to bail him with the M4. He gets away. Not only that, he tagged up Zeus with that MP7 as he ran back, so 10 HP left on him. And now it's on to Hiko at B because the bomb's in the hands of Guardian, and he's waiting to jump out the upper platform right now.
Yeah, they still have that smoke. That's in the hand of C. He's on your screen right now. So like I said, smoke down that lower ramp. Just try and defend the bomber. Get the meat shields going and see if you can get it planted in any sense. Then they can get the AKs in the third. That's the main objective right now. I didn't buy anything this time. They want to try and get that plant in. They could do it. It's only Hiko waiting for them right now. 4 players towards outside, and Hiko's only got the MP7. So this is a real possibility at this point.
Smoke down. Looking for the entrance. He's close enough. Again, bomb coming in right there. Guardian with it. Has to go in from the top. They walk the plant. They didn't force in. They'll have decent money if they can get it. Seas will allow it because he takes down Hiko. Still, though, the round sure should go to Liquid because it's just Guardian. P250 and hand low enough HP on Nitro, but jumping around, he'll find the kill. Diffuse to come in.
Mission
that
complete.
makes up, exactly, makes up for the lack of plant on the first round.
Absolutely, that's all they wanted. It was a bit of a risk. A lot of teams will force fire in the second, have the Tech 9s, but not so effective on training. It's a very long-range map, especially when you've got the rifles coming out and the scouts in the hands of JDM. But like I said, third round, that's when we'll see the AK-47s. This is when Liquid need to assess their game plan. Do they continue applying the pressure, trying to find that first kill? They know that up against it now with the weaponry. They've got 1 SMG in the hands of Nitro. Hiko yet to buy. Obviously, he could run with the shotgun if he wanted to. It's going to be the FAMAS this time by the looks of things, and JDM on that scout. So we'll see what they bring to the table here. This is a chance Navi, though, once again, work that default, wait for the aggression. They want to try and get that first pick. They have got 3 smokes to work with as well, so definite execute potential there. As we go into round number 3, actually showing quite a strong hand towards inside here. Actually, 4 players in those upper halls.
So even though they've only gotten 1 kill over the first 2 rounds, the bomb plant is the defining factor to get these AKs out. And Simple, aggressive as always, gets caught by Edward. They're going to be looking for that. They're going to be knowing that Simple is going to try and push and take those opportunities.
He wanted to get in towards Pop Dog first and stop them coming down, eliminate that possibility and have them that long range with those AK-47. So that's exactly what Navi wanted there. They've got the 5-on-4. Simple drops, and you can see now Liquid are going to be struggling a little bit. Let's see if they react here. Elige edging towards main entrance, and it's going to be an inside play here. Hiko to drop to hands of Zeus.
Guardian's going to follow this up. Watching the flank. Nitro spotted, taken down 2 HP is all he has left. Flamey finds a lead. It's JDM with the scout to find Flamey first. Watch out though, smoke drawn, not a chance. Edward around the corner, and it is 2-1 Na'Vi. First round of their quarterfinal appearance. And just the beginning, because that builds up the bank quite well with 4 players staying alive.
We were speculating at the start there, were Liquid going to try and find that first pick? We saw it in the first 2 rounds, and Simple tries it again. He goes aggressive towards Pop Dog, gets taken down, and that's Na'Vi. You're kind of playing into their hand at that point. If you start pushing, this is the kill right now. Pretty simple frag at this point. Simple just running into the crosshair of Edward. And Management at that point is they're waiting for the reaction, sticking together towards the inside side. All the rotations coming from the CTs, and they capitalize. 2-1 now, after getting the ball down in the second. It will be a semi-force buy here from Liquid. As I said, JDM, he won't normally invest into these rounds. He needs that AWP going forward, but it will be a couple of Desert Eagles, body armor, and a flashbang in the hands of Nitro. Stacking towards outside by the looks of things, trying to get aggressive once more, but Navi, 2 players towards Ivy, 3 inside. They'll be trying to work a pick in that Ivy area and then fall back and join their comrades.
Edward. Shot down upper. Free fire perhaps to anyone trying to scout with the Deagle at this point in time. Take the long shot with the pistols. There is 2 Deagles up with Nitro and Simple, both on armor. Flash for Nitro as well, but slow play right now from Na'Vi, and rightfully so, trying to pick this apart, make sure they don't give anything away carelessly, don't give away guns, and see if they can find picks early on. That's why C's, as a matter of fact, still all the way up to Ivy right now, trying to do that on A. Push comes forward. Simple did actually get one over the shoulder there. Hits Edward. That's actually quite convincing as he clips him through the box, but it's traded right back, and there won't be an AK grab for Simple. A little bit of information is what's going on at B. Elige at the bottom of Pop Dog right now. Guardian just drops down and takes him out quickly.
That was a risky move from Guardian with the bomb as well. If he had gone down, that could have been a very difficult situation to recover from, but it looks like they are going to be dealing with this though. But Nitro finds a headshot on towards C. 3-on-3 now. He manages to pick up the AK with that kill.
Yeah, that's significant on its own. And they're going to go back to B on that because they know he's got that gun picked up. They know he has the position. They can't find him again. So over toward Hiko, who's now joined by Nitro with Deagle. But he's gone down to 33. In fact, worse off as Zeus hits the headshot with the AK. The HP's low enough. He'll get the first, looks for the second, but overextends, can't find it. And Flamey takes him down as he hunted desperately to find Guardian, who then stays alive to take JDM. So they get away with the round 2 AKs saved, but Liquid came so close, really, when you consider that situation with Hiko.
Yeah, that flank towards the bomb site from Hiko. Had he landed one of those CZ bullets, that opens up the door for that round to be a real potential for Liquid there. Pretty good Hiko nonetheless. He actually managed to get 3 kills and made it very uncomfortable for Na'Vi going forward, but this is where it gets interesting, Matt. The money has stabilized for Liquid, orb coming out on either side, and this was the first shot. That's kind of sick from Simple to actually open it up. And it does get taken down in the end, but here we go then. 2-2. JDM, glass cannon. We talked about how much impact he can actually have on this map. No armor's not such a huge issue on train. It's a very long-range procedure. As long as he's not maybe facing towards Ivy, that could be towards a lower ramp this time. Looking at that first kill. It's going to be Simple in the upper ramp area, trying to take the distraction away. As soon as JDM takes a shot, that's when he'll face.
Next spotted JDM, he couldn't find that, but he calls to Simple that he's coming over that direction. Oddly enough, Simple still shuffles out, exposes down to 28, but good shot by JDM to catch Guardian. It's the AWP down on the Na'Vi side. They can easily grab that again, keep in mind, but it's their prominent player out of the picture for this round.
Towards Ivy, though, seized and Flamey start to edge in. It's going to be Hiko holding that quite tentatively. He's only got the FAMAS in hand, so doesn't really want to face it. Just wants to get the intel, then fall back. There it is.
And falling back, there's no one right now playing at Hell, so the smoke off on the right won't affect the fact that Nitro and Elise are in the A site. They're actually going to give this ground to Na'Vi in the hopes that they'll be able to play a perimeter-based retake and shut them down on this entry. If Hiko can find a kill here, this is excellent. It's Pop Dog where bomb's slowly heading. And Nitro's position actually could catch them off in this regard because pushed so far up in A, he'll easily be able to spot them coming down from that ladder room. Bomb's actually heading back to 1A main as well, and Elige's position on that could be even better.
He's ready. He's pushed in. He's got good positioning here. And the Zeus is going to be coming by with the bomb. This kill could be very interesting indeed if he manages to pick it up.
Good second camera as well on Nitro, but he looks away at the wrong time. Elige drops, Nitro responds. It could have easily been the information relayed. Nitro does make up for it to find Flamey, but Hiko goes down to his hands first, and that allows Edward to bring this back to 2 versus 2. Simple arrives, though, and simply diminishes seized on sight. It's now 27 and 28 HP. 13 seconds, round over. Edward can't get there. He's got to back away.
Nice flank coming in there from Simple. Comes in the connector area just as his teammates are taking the distraction away. That's what you want to have. You want to have your strongest clutching players in towards that inside position. It means when they rotate in, you've got a real chance winning those difficult situations. But it's Liquid pushing in into advantageous positions. Navi was so slow on that round. a Liege. Came down to him. Once he got that information, it was quite a sloppy exchange, but he got the bomb down delayed, didn't have it so long, and that's a troublesome part of their game plan. The fact they take so long and run the default, as soon as something goes wrong, they're up against it, then they have to start rushing at that point.
And Na'Vi was known for that when they added that additional 10 seconds to the round. We thought teams like Na'Vi would benefit from it, teams like Luminosity. Yeah, exactly. They just bleed you out longer, but still, they don't give themselves time. Counter pick from Simple shuts that down. Good look at our overlay and statistics so far to start the game.
Well then, Na'Vi, not wanting to give anything away here, they do have money available. It's not amazing, but they have got the AWP. That one's obviously saved, so they are going to be trying to balance the books here. This is a big round for them to win. If they can do it, it resets Liquid. The reinvestment is pretty expensive for them. There's only 2 players surviving in that last round. But the pause comes in, and we'll be technical at this point. Obviously, the main stage can be quite a difficult environment. What's going on? Quite strange to them. Haven't played in an all tournament. But I'm sure it's something like a sound issue. But this is the big round. This is the one where Liquid. JDM now has got the AWP. He's got the body armor. Simple with the AK-47 as well. But they're going to give that AWP over the Guardian, and it'll be more of the same. They'll probably have some few pistols to join him and try and work that first pick. And if they can do that, that's when they're going to strike. It won't be such a slow round. They're just looking for that pick, and as soon as they have it opening the map, they'll make sure they capitalize straight away.
So Na'Vi at least able to save up 1 gun. They bought out another. They could do so onto Seized. It's an interesting proposition to do so, though, because the others are in a tight position on economy, but there's that justification knowing that Liquid is also not built up a bank.
Exactly.
They can justify trying to break them in turn. This is actually one of those games where we start to see that pattern, and it really gets to about the 9th or 10th round, and then it just breaks for someone. All those overextensions on the buys eventually has to run out at some point.
These two teams especially can be very stubborn with the force buys. They know how the economy works. They want to have the advantage going forward. If they can break it, it's like in tennis, right? If you break the serve of the other player, you manage to win one of your force buys, that brings you back into the game. And we round number 6 here. We haven't found out what's going on just yet, but hopefully we get back into it very shortly. So Liquid off to a pretty strong start here. They're winning the first 2 rounds, but it was that bomb plan from Na'Vi with no force buy. That's what I was surprised about. Like most teams will do the force buy in the second, but like I explained, Train's just one of those maps where it's difficult to make those pistols really work for you. Even if you get the bomb down, the retakes will be difficult, very long range map. CT's always going to have the advantage there. So that was actually a really interesting call for them.
And you have to think as well, with this being Na'Vi's map choice, again, they mentioned on the desk, it's hard to read who knows what on Nuke. And Na'Vi, yes, they played it at E-League, but like Thorne said, it was against Echo Fox. How much can we really take from that?
Sure.
But you have to hope they have something prepared, because if Liquid make this a contest, and if they can steal this map away, if they go into Nuke flat, that's going to be that could be the series. I mean, it really is the big question mark in this entire event, is that map and how prepared people are on it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was brought in for this event, really. We've had a few months to look at it now, but it hasn't been played too much. Teams still very ropey on it, I would say. We haven't seen much tactical depth on the T side especially. It's actually quite scrappy affair right now, but that's absolutely fine. It needs more game time, and like Fallen said in his interview, teams are still learning it, but it's a nice pocket pick to have, especially in these big games. You only get 1 veto here, so do you waste it trying to get rid of Nuke? It's like a game of chicken in that respect, right?
Absolutely, and therefore teams that think that they can get the advantage if they practice it a little bit, you ban out your auto ban, they grab it and you don't know. It is literally a mind game in that sense.
This is perfect for Liquid. They know that Na'Vi always ban cash, so if they want to have that challenge, they know that the underdogs going into this, let's make them uncomfortable. We know they don't play Nuke a lot, but it looks like we are getting back into this one. It'll be 3-2 as I explained. Na'Vi force buying this. It was Edward that saved the AWP, throws it over to the world's best AWP. That's going to be in the hands of Guardian right now. He's currently on 3 kills. Looking to do a lot more on this one. It's all down to him. They have 1 AK accompanying him. That's going to be in the hands of Flamey right now. I can hear other weapons being dropped as well. So CZ, he's picked up an AK as well. So 2 AKs, potentially another. Edward will be picking something off the floor. It's a Deagle, in fact, so he gives his money about 2k. Yeah. So 2 rifles, 1 AWP, definitely viable when you have this man in the screen right now, looking for that first pick.
So 2k with a 2-round bonus that would go against them if they lost this is all right. Remember, though, Liquid is fragile on their money, so look for the first pick. And Navi's actually going to group up. They want to charge into this B site, fast plants potential. We know that exists. Hiko alone right now. Simple playing at Z Connector is pretty much going to have to read this early and shut it down. Spots one as they drop. No, didn't. Not quite. But here we go. Guardian finding Simple on rotation early and leaves Hiko on longer because that means rotation still kicking. Narrowed up against the train, but takes the bomb. Gets damage into the second, but does go down to Edward. And as Guardian just watches down that corridor, bomb's going to be planted, smokes on it as well. They start to limit any chance that Liquid has of getting closer to this plant. And Elige is the only one with a kit, as they're down a man already. Again, with the money as it is, they should almost just elect to get away right now. They've lost Nitro. Their chances in this, they've got to save, and already Zeus is aware of it. He's going to try and go hunting as JDM looks to try and escape through A. Elige is so far into this, though. Yeah. Thankfully, he gets back over the ledge to get away.
He will be escaping from CD spawn, but that works out perfectly for Navi. Like I said, give Guardian an opportunity. He goes down that lower round. Simple gets caught rotating. That opens up the bomb side to Eco by himself, just that Famas. He gets one, but you can see Navi grouping up, trading effectively there. As soon as one of their teammates goes, they're ready in there with the deals to get the bomb down. And once that bomb's planted, they have the AWP in hand as well. They're holding every sort of rotation. Liquid just have the power this round, and I think that's the wise decision. JDM still has a very good potential to do the same thing to Navi in this one. He'll have to go for the aggressive pick, but you can see the money on your screen right now. They've been heavily affected by this one. It does reset them. It's $1,400 only, so it would be a difficult call right now for Liquid to force into this one. Controlling the CT economy is a much different affair to the T side, so I think they'll try and use the AWP and the Famas effectively, but I don't think they should force into this.
JDM doesn't have the spawn to go aggressively to the top B corner, but he does have a very good spawn to get out toward Ivy. So if he's going to find an aggressive pick, it would not surprise me at all to see him go. Nitro is behind him. He's got a smoke, though, but not a flash. So he can't flash him out. There's one thrown by JDM himself. But that just by time. There's no one here to find anyway, but it would have bought time for him to have to turn back around, then it could have actually cost him. But instead, it's Elige that's going to go with the other rifle to get aggressive. Works, finds C's. That's exactly what they needed. Someone to find something early.
That's a ballsy play from Elige. Goes up towards PopDog, the hardest choke point to actually push into. It comes down to the timings, and it works in his favor. Lady Luck smiling at him there. But it's B5 and 4, and they've rotated towards inside as well. JDM pushing towards Ivy has got them a lot of information here. As you can see, Nitro, Hiko, Simple, all waiting for on the inside side. That's where Navi are committed to now.
Edward, good entrance though, jumps down, takes Eco out, smoke on the alley. He's wrapped back around and Simple spots him, but can't get the shot in. Does take him down to 3 HP, but Edward holds down Mouse 1, finds the kill, but drive-by shooting, and Nitro has 2. There's still a chance here. It's Elige trying to do damage from far, but Flamey has him. JDM now 1 versus 1 as he gets the trade. He's so low on HP, and Flamey's gonna fully take that back with 3 kills. Full spray down, and it's another round for Navi. Money's definitely gone for Liquid now.
Comes down to the 2 versus 1, and you could see JDM trying his absolute hardest. He knew exactly where the player was. He was low HP as well, but obviously with the AWP, that doesn't have a huge factor here. It was Elige that opened things up. He said they had to try and find that first kill, pushing up PopDog. That's audacious, and he manages to make it work. Funnels him towards that inside sight, and the rotations were there. They had players ready, but as Hiko goes in first, and he drops Edward, low HP as well, but Nitro at 2, it's going to be the full eco this time, unfortunately. It's going to be 4-3. Navi do take the lead. Just pistols in the hand of Liquid now. Not really too much you can do with just PT-50s in hand. They've got a CZ with Nitro as well, but this will be more of the same for Navi. Work the map nice and slow, work that first pick and stick together and trade frags. But somehow Elige once again opens it up. I think it's from the same area towards PopDog.
I mean, he gets an AK for his troubles as well.
That's a little bit sloppy from Zeus. Well, something to work with now. What looked like an impossible task actually seems like it's a little bit more of a reality now.
Nitro's playing in this same corner we saw Elige try and utilize at A main. JDM beside him this time to play the aggro. Try and bait them in. It's Guardian on the other side of the doorway with bomb, but isn't heading that direction because Seized and Flamey have already gone out Ivy. He's going to wait for them to probe the site, get information. And Elige sitting in the top of control won't be spotted yet by Seized, but he could easily wrap around and consider checking this. His teammate already covers off 1. That's a bit of a miscue because not only does he fire at his teammate, it gives away their positioning. He has slipped through all the way though, so where do they head? Is it going to be A or B? He's just going to cut rotations, but Elige does pop back around. He takes down 2. Guardian bomb as well. That's huge. 41 seconds to play with. Seized will take back Simple. Hiko's rotating late from CT. Elige just has to stay alive in this position, and his teammate, JDM, doesn't have vision onto Edward, but Elige has done it all. An ace for him, starting off by getting an AK, an anti-eco ace from Elige.
Absolutely magnificent. How has he pulled that off? They had nothing to work with there. He pushes PopDog once again, gets him an AK, and he is so dangerous there. That's a huge win for Liquid. He gets towards heaven as well, and how does he pull it off? Like you said, the sound cues given away as they shot each other. I think that was huge. Let's have a look at Elige right now. How did he get this? Zeus was actually watching that area as well, but fast player that 5-7 works out. What a tremendous round from Elige. Plays it perfectly. The ace on the full eco. Amazing scenes.
That's absolutely sick. And what a way to pull Liquid right back level into this. 4-4 now, and again, money back and forth. It's Navi's turn to sit onto the pistols. Elige this time plays ticket booth. Inside Z connector, Nitro just waiting on top of Red right now to get information call off of this. A crossfire set, nade in just to hope for damage on anyone that is inside of A main from Navi's side, but no one there. In fact, all 4 players waiting for an off push to come through and setting up smokes. 5 of them. It'll be the wall on top of the A site. So Elige's position is actually quite good in this because he can see the default plant spot.
It's perfect. The objective once again for Navi, try and get the bomb down, make things uncomfortable for the CT, but like you said, Elige will be able to hear that bomb going down. He'll get the full spray. He might get a kill first here as well. Sees 2, actually picks him up, going for the 3rd, gets the bomber as well. Elige doesn't seem fazed by the big stage so far.
They do get a plant though, so a little bit of money, but Elige has been absolutely sick in these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, amazing stuff. They do get the plant for Navi. Unfortunately for Liquid, that is the objective complete. They didn't really force into that round. Just some smokes purchased with the Tech 9s, but that's going to boost his confidence. Another 4 kills, 5 in the round before, and Liquid take the lead once again. And we'll be round number 10 here. The money is starting to stabilise now. They can certainly buy, but it'll be difficult to get the AWP out. You can see Edward would have to drop it, then he'd be pretty limited himself. Guardian picks up the AK, so maybe 5 rifles here. Edward's still yet to buy, working out what the play is here, but it will be 5 AK-47. So this is when it's more down to the set pieces. It is when Navi like to fall back to the tactical game. They can't work the picks as effectively, but look at Liquid now. We talked about this in the pre-game map. Double orb setup, Simple and JDM. Such a tantalising prospect. 2 of the biggest names, and I can't wait to see how this one works out. But this is where the inside side becomes a lot stronger. Simple being that connector area, and once again, aggressive from JDM, and he finds C's as well. These guys have turned up to play today.
Absolutely have. As another opening pick to the CT side, Flamey going to try and work Ivy. Late smoke on it. Nitro knows the timing is that it's likely gone, so he goes back, but it does allow Flamey up toward the server, so a little bit closer without being detected. Nitro's going to have to play carefully and smart now without that information. Meanwhile, Guardian has come into the front of the A site. Smoke between the hitch positions, so can't fire through it, but he's looking onto the site itself where Elige is now burrowed his way into. They're changing it up quite a bit, Liquid, in terms of their CT positionings, just enough to catch the off angle here and there. Make it enough that Navi has to consider every possibility.
Yeah, well, now they have that orb, like I said, in the hands of Simple. That's when Navi have been focusing towards that inside side, so he actually becomes much more beneficial towards his teammate Hiko there. So the 5 and 4, time ticking away. It's Navi trying to get anything out of this. Guardian's made his way out mid entrance. He's got the bomb as well, but JDM, he's ready, looking towards Pop Dog.
He's staring it down, in fact. As Nitro, again, going to get closer to that hallway position. Flamey's going to peek down. Nitro's just looked away. This could be a problem because he goes down. JDM has to turn back. Good response. Nitro, he's able to snap back around, but it's out in the front, and JDM is still there, still watching. And Guardian, well, 1 versus 4 for Liquid.
You know what, Matt? I'm liking this a lot. Liquid, not fazed by the big names here, pushing through the smoke. JDM to open things up. It's a bold move, but it works out twice for him now. He finds the kill. It was on towards C. He's all the way in T-spawn as well. That's so much information gathered. He's called that no one else is there. He can fall back. And they try to do everything they could now. He's trying to work that pick. 1 player down towards inside. It was traded well. Simple went down, but they've managed to pick up the orb once again, and they've broken the economy of Navi once more. It's going to be PD50s, Glocks, Deagles, a smoke and flashback once again. To me, that suggests maybe towards inside once again, try and get the plant down like they did before. The problem is, though, it's a much more well-equipped Liquid this time.
So set and ready again with pistols is Navi, this time over toward B, trying to get a fast plant.